Welcome back to a brand new episode of Daily Dose of Hip Hop. There is a main channel video today, so link in the bio if you want to watch that. I am going to be uploading there a lot more. So far, I've kept pretty consistent on this channel, and I am enjoying making these videos so much. But today we have a bunch of smaller stories, nothing absolutely mind-blowing. So with that, let us jump right into the news.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Talk shit, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Make a nigga wanna take a step back.
Now in our first story here, Drake loves the UK. Yet that feeling isn't always reciprocated, as Drake has been in the UK on his assassination vacation tour, and he recently had to address being labeled a culture vulture by local artists in an interview. Drake has been making his rounds in Europe, and despite bringing out popular British artists like J Hus, Krept and Conan, and Dave, other UK artists haven't felt how Drake's been operating within the UK, I suppose. Namely, a respected UK grime rapper Wiley called out Drake on Twitter last week for his culture vulture-ness. And on Saturday, Drake sat down with Tiffany Calver of BBC's One Extra Rap Show, and he addressed the call-out.
Are we joking today about the comment that my boy left on a picture or whatever, or on a video of me at Lowski's show?
Okay.
And like, you know, like I hate that people think that like me being like into music from these kids that are trying to like make it and trying to build a name for themselves is like, oh, that's some culture vulture. Like, what does that even mean? I don't understand what that means.
Yeah.
Would you rather me like not
exactly
like, acknowledge anything or support? Like that's some real like confused like hater shit. But it is what it is. I see it a lot, and I'll never understand how like supporting somebody's song or even going a step further, giving somebody a song or linking up. I'll never understand how that's not viewed as like something admirable, but I guess people have their own outlook on it. That's something I wanted to get off my chest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just had to talk about it because it's bothering me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't like that. And it was why.
What do you think about this? I actually do agree with Drake. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. In my opinion, I fully agree with Drake. I fully agree with Drake. I think being a culture vulture is a wrong label for a lot of things. I think showing love is one thing, and I think being respectful and showing love is another. But I think, you know, ripping it off blatantly with no respect, I guess I would call that a culture vulture. Let me know in the comments below. I'm not going to say anymore. Moving on to our next story here. Now, even on the topic of death, Laura Ingram's support of Donald Trump takes no days off. Now, most recently, the Fox News anchor, she seemingly out of fresh ideas, decided to report on Nipsey Hussle's memorial service. Ingram's opening words would have led us to believe that this would be a brief segment, simply acknowledging the event and moving on. But of course, we were fooled. Here is the clip with a little bit of words I'm going to add onto the screen to kind of keep you updated on what's going on here.
In LA, thousands lined the streets to say goodbye to rapper Nipsey Hussle. Now, this dear artist recently released a song called FDT. F Donald Trump.
Donald Trump. Yeah. Donald Trump. Yeah. Donald Trump. Yeah. Donald Trump. Yeah. Donald Trump.
1 minute.
Okay, now that's a very creative refrain.
Very catchy.
Very catchy.
Irving Berlin, look out.
Is it? It all began and ended with Irving Berlin for you, didn't it?
Yeah.
So the refrain, the chorus, it goes on and on. Is that related to the lowest unemployment ever, basically, for African Americans?
But now, for those who might not remember, this is 70s. Come on down.
Wasn't he on Hollywood Squares?
Nipsey Hussle?
On to another Nipsey Hussle related news, YG paid his last respects to this homie by smoking at the late rapper's gravesite. Now, Nip was laid to rest on Thursday, April 11th, following a huge ceremony at the Staples Center in Los Angeles, and on April 13th, a video surfaced that showed YG and a collection of his close friends standing next to Nipsey's grave, which had no dirt in it yet.
Come on, man. Go ahead, Jizzle. Let me get your back.
And again, speaking on YG and Nipsey Hussle, he performed at Coachella yesterday, and during YG's set, he called Nipsey Hussle the Black Jesus after dedicating his set to him.
I've been trying to get on Coachella for like motherfucking years. It took me years and years to get on this motherfucking stage. And my nigga Nipsey Hussle used to talk about doing Coachella, my nigga. He'll call it Coachella, but I'ma call it Coachella. But we used to have conversations about doing this shit. And it's 2019, and I'm finally doing this shit. Y'all know, like everybody else know, man, we just lost one of our greats. We just lost one of our homies, our big brothers. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucking legend. Black motherfucking Jesus. Yeah, nigga, I said it. Black motherfucking Jesus, nigga.
He also performed an unreleased song about not snitching and put this picture here as his backdrop. So big congrats to him. Amazing performance, by the way. If you did miss YG's set, you missed out completely. It was absolutely fantastic.
Oh, you's a bitch. Yo, mom know you a bitch. Yo, girl, you know you a bitch. You know how she suck your dick. Pause, you got caught some shit. With your best friend in your clique. They got caught in the lick. Everybody went down because you snitched.
Okay, this one's a weird one, so I need you to just sit tight for a second. But we may possibly, just possibly, be living in a simulation, okay? Twitter has been going crazy today, or yesterday, as Riley Reid and T-Pain, it's the weirdest, yes, that T-Pain, the weirdest collab, but they've been speaking about fucking on Snapchat because he wants to buy himself a Bentley truck. And you heard that all correctly. So it started after T-Pain tweeted, "I'm about to make a premium Snapchat. Who go and support? These chicks out here driving Bentley trucks. For real, let me in. Let me in." And Riley responded with, "Let me suck your dick on my Snapchat." Which then, T-Pain, being the businessman that he is, responded with, "Only on mine, or we can work out a swap. See what I did there? Sex stuff. And my wife is going to film. She's crazy with the angles. Subscribe now while prices are low." Is it bad that I don't? Now, Riley Reid is a very attractive female, okay? But I don't want to see T-Pain's dick. And I will 100% say that out loud. No.
Living, you'll pass right by his merch table. Nigga be living, you'll pass right by his merch table and won't buy a t-shirt. But let him die and have that R.I.P. face on that motherfucker. You know why? Cause you won't be seen wearing that motherfucker. You want motherfuckers to see you wearing that motherfucker. You trying to get support off his death. But you wouldn't support him while he was here. Nigga, bitch. Hey, you'll pass right by his merch table. You'll pass right by him selling CDs outside the club. Nigga, give me $10 for my CD. You'll pass right by him and won't give him $10. But let him die in that R.I.P. shirt. You'll cop that bitch.
Moving on to our next story here, Earl Sweatshirt performed at the Cervantes Masterpiece Ballroom in Denver, Colorado on Thursday, April 11th, but it looks like Earl went on outside the venue as he got into a confrontation with a religious protester, and video of that has surfaced, and it was taken by a fellow concert goer. Here you go.
The Bible commands all men everywhere to repent, because there's coming a day when he will judge you. He will judge you for your sin. Your sin, sir, is going to drive you to hell. You need to repent of your sins and turn to Jesus Christ. I care about you. I care about your soul. I care about your well-being. I care about all these people.
Literally no idea. There's twerking, yelling. The weirdest thing I've ever seen, but good for Earl. You know what? Stand up for what you believe in, okay? Good for you. A clip that has kind of gone viral is that of the most awkward hip-hop interviews, or one of the most awkward hip-hop interviews that I've seen. Cardi B talked to Variety in a very brief red carpet chat, and things got very weird when the interviewer asked her about mending any beef and squashing any beef with Nicki Minaj.
Is there ever a chance that you and Nicki would make up and perform together? You think? Occur? I love your laugh. Thank you, Cardi.
Now, to finish up today's episode, let us take a look at some smaller news. Lil Pump got a tattoo of Pablo Escobar on his forearm.
Yeah, you see it. I just got a tattoo of my uncle on my arm. Pablo Pump Escobar. Ooh!
NBA YoungBoy somehow ended up, I'm guessing, in the hallway of the performance that he had, and he was being chased by his fans. No context on this clip. And to finally wrap it up, Playboi Carti had his writer for Backstage Green Room, What He Demands, released online. And for whatever reason, people started going crazy It's really not as bad as I've seen online with other artists and other DJs and rappers. But so with that being said, that is the end of the video. Be sure to go to my main channel, check it out. If you are from the main channel, I do appreciate you. Make sure to like and subscribe and to come back for more news. Peace.